All right, Shalom. This is Ariel Ben Yashrala out of the Lion's Den. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makah, Kodash, Ma'amat. A salutation to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, and sincere the water to the Akim and the Aquathim that's pushing the truth with sincerity, and the children that's believing as well. I want to come out with this topic that we are blessed to be, as in we're blessed to be, just who we are as Yasharala, princes and princesses of powers. I want to get Deuteronomy chapter 7 of 5, 6, chapter 7, verse 6. It says, For thou art an holy people, Salakia, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. We read that, but there's so much weight and there's so much happiness into that. Upon everything that he created, of all the people that he created here on the face of the earth, he chose Israel out of everything. And he didn't just choose Israel as that's Israel and we're in the kingdom. He chose us, and he's molding us, and he made an entire story, and an entire movie out of us. And it's a very, very beautiful it's very, very beautiful to watch play out. Just from his standpoint, from our standpoint. I'm gonna go to my next scripture, Luke. And he chose us out of everything to be a special people, a holy people. Holy means separate. We're separate from all these other nations out here on the face of the earth. I want to get Luke chapter 10. Slakia, not Luke. Revelations chapter 1, verse 3. It says, Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. We are blessed to be a special people, a holy people, and we are blessed to be able to read these prophecies and hear these teachings and keep these things, because there was a time when we literally were being killed because we had the ability to read. And even then, when we did read, for the people who were allowed to read, they were twisted. All right, they had the scriptures corrupted. All right, and it was a stumbling block unto our people. But now Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has lifted that veil, and now we have full true knowledge and understanding and wisdom unto everything. So we are just blessed to be at this time right now. And now I'm gonna go back to Luke. We're blessed to be living in this time right now, and this is Luke chapter 10 and 24. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. The prophets, they were having visions, and they were having dreams about what we're living in today's time right now. All right, we get to see, we're blessed to see the kingdom of Edom fall before our eyes. We are blessed to have that. We're blessed to have that to have a front row seat to the destruction of this place. We're blessed to have a front row seat to see Yahweh Shai come back on a cloud, what the white man ignorantly calls a chariot. Well, what the world ignorantly calls a chariot. Salakia ignorantly calls a UFO. All right, we are blessed to see these things fold out. All right, and it's very, very easy to get in a bogged down state, living day to day, working, and you might be sick and you're going to work and you don't want to go to work, but you got to go to work because you got to work to, all this bullshit. It's very, very easy to get bogged down and to get really upset because a wise man, oppression driveth the wise man, maketh the wise man mad. It's very, very easy to get in a negative state of mind. But we also have to remember that we're very, very blessed to be who we are as Yasharala, and to see what we're seeing and to hearing what we're hearing, and to be in this time. And I'm gonna get Revelation again. This time let me get Slucky. Revelation chapter 1, I'm gonna go to verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. His feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Con, we are blessed to have the same skin complexion, to have the same chemical makeup, to have the same close to a look as Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. We are so blessed to be made in His image. Our hair like wool, all right, and our skin as brass and as bronze, and having this beautiful brown hue that it has, like unto the earth. And while these other nations have, specifically Edom, they're void of color. They're just beasts. That's all they are. They're just beasts, and we're the only humans. We're the only real actual living beings out here, capable of discerning right from wrong, up from down. All right, as we can see, we leave it up to them, and the whole kingdom is just shit. It's just confusion. It's just Babylon. All right, and my next scripture is John, and we are just blessed to be who we are, where we are right now, to look the way we do, to sound the way we do, to have the energy of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, covered us. When I was in the world, I never understood the term being covered in the blood. I never really understood that term. I couldn't fully grasp it, but being in this truth, understanding it now, being covered in His blood, being covered in His spirit, being covered in His essence, or having the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that everything around us is temporal. So there's no need to be angry all the time about the state we live in, because we have the right to be angry about the state we live in, as in, we're angry that, in our past life we chose to be in this state, because that's why we're in this state, because we we made Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai angry, so He had to punish us. But now we have that ability to observe ourselves, observe our people, and finally make ourselves better. And this is John chapter 14, verse 2. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. Khan. And if the earth is Yahweh's footstool, His mansion, where He dwells, is somewhere far beyond our comprehension. All right, Esau is constantly finding different alien planets and different solar systems. There was an article that just said they found an alien planet behind some solar system out there, and they're finding even more planets within our solar system, and they're discovering things about the planets that are in our solar system, and they think they're gonna do some whack ass Star Trek type shit on there, but they're really discovering that they're thinking that they're gonna do some whack ass Star Trek shit, but that's really gonna be us doing some dope, unfathomable type stuff out there, going to explore wide ranges, and it's never gonna stop, and it will feel like even eternity is going to be enough to discover everything that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai has created for us. We are so blessed to be who we are, and to see the things we see, to see the downfall of this place, Edom, Babylon, to look the way we do, to speak the way we do to one another, to carry on in brotherly love, to push on, to read these scriptures, and to actually understand them in truth, knowledge, and understanding. All right, so I pray this was edifying. Shalom.